probably gonna beat you. And I've done like 5 fingers. Email. I got my podium. I got my video ready. And I'm probably still gonna finish it before you. Kevin's over here waiting for you to finish. You're gonna be right Where does the zero go, you guys? Yes. Yes, Avery, good job. After the x to the fourth, you need a zero. Yes.
Do we have to do the zero?
Okay, have fun. Have fun. We already had this conversation. I think you should put zeros in. If you choose not to, it'll probably come out wrong.
You're assuming.
Here goes my zero. Zero x to the third. The situation is such that in long division you need every exponent represented, like it has to fall in order. So if you don't want to put a zero, maybe leave a blank space.
So then you put 2x squared after.
A BBS.
2x squared. Right?
Another opportunity for a big blank space. Oh, there's some
Yeah, I didn't give members of the family.
So if you did not set your problem up just like this, fill that. Try again.
I even did that.
It's not gonna like trouble. It's very low.
It's like 2x squared minus
Wants to do negative. No.
You go.
Hey, raise your hand if you copied my problems on the board. What? Check your minus sign. Oh, I had one.
She's concentrating.
I got the same thing.
I got 60. I think it's minus 1x. Maybe minus 2. Yeah. There's 2x squared minus 2. 2.
Why are you running so fast? Alright, so number 2 is to find the definition of synthetic division. We're still in 4.3 today. Write it down. It's right above example 2.
Oh, this is the project that's worth 100 points, isn't it?
Maybe I will pass that the handout for the optional video project while you guys write that definition. Can I pass it out? And I'll tell you all about it. Sure. Yeah. Papers are on the I know, I agree too. Oh, why was that big? That's fine.
I can't check. It's on. Because like after it was running good, and after the game, like it wouldn't turn on, and I like tried turning it on. I tried charging it, still wouldn't turn on. Probably overheated. No, it wasn't hot. No matter how hard I tried.
All right, so the math review video project. I honestly I give you so much time to do this. It's not technically due for a really long time. I think you guys do better when you have like a due date in a week, but like you guys are doing really good work on it right now. You know, I think that would set you up for more success, but you guys don't believe that. So okay. So you're gonna create a video from any concept we covered chapters 1 through 4. So the purpose is to review before the midterm exam. So what I find is that the topics that you guys make videos for, you guys are usually best prepared for on the midterm exam. And the midterm is 30% of your grade, so it's a big deal. You really want to prepare well for it. So this is an optional 100 points. So if you have higher than a 95% right now, doing the project probably won't influence your grade very much. It's not extra credit, it's optional credit. So it's almost like an alternate assignment, like an alternate assessment. So it's like taking a 100-point test and getting a 100 on it, right? Which is very challenging. But this, you have time to create, and it's a whole project. So there's a good chance if you do it, you follow the rubric, you can get a 100 on it. So before the end of second quarter, you have this optional project. There's also another test, 100-point test. There's another quiz grade and lots more assignment grades. So your grade can move up or down for sure before the end of the quarter. Also, so you know, focus grades right now are your progress report grades. Yes, yes. If you do the project and something goes wrong and you get like a 75 on it and your current average is an 83, I will not put that grade in. I only put the grade in if it's going to help you. It's supposed to be like something that you do kind of outside of class that improves your grade. So I won't I won't put it in if it brings your average down. Okay. So you pick a section, you look at an example from the book, and that's a topic. You bring that word problem to life. So like I said before with that diamond project, you could do it in your kitchen or outside, or you can come in and do a video in the classroom if that's where you're comfortable. You pretend to go in and you're buying a diamond, and you ask the shop owner like how many carats it is, and then the shop owner does the math and says, oh, this is 14 carats. So you have to have a story. It can't be like, oh, math tutor, do you know how to do this problem? And then the math tutor explains the problem. That's not a story. There has to be a storyline behind it. So you have to show the math in the video. So some people do it on a whiteboard, and some people do it on a paper and pencil, and they just video that. But the math, or some people put it on posters. So you have to visibly show it, you have to explain it, and you have to act out a story that goes with it. You have to watch it. Yes. And some people have asked to do music videos. Last year, there was a student who made a, like, I think it was Completing the Square music video, and they did a really popular song. I just asked second period who's the artist? Olivia Moore. Yeah, her song that was really big last year. Not the driving song. Sour. Deja Vu. Maybe one of those.
I'll name the whole album right now.
Good for you. She did a Good for You song. It's you and 3 partners makes a total of 4. So, and you can do it with people from other classes if you want. They don't all have to be in here. I will say, like, I give this out on purpose before Thanksgiving break. Like, some people just work best alone. It's fun to do it with people, but if you're super busy, you work, maybe you just want to do this Monday by yourself and get it done, right? So sometimes with projects, the best option is the easiest option. Sometimes having fun with it and getting together with people is also best. Also, maybe you pick somebody in your group who's really good at math. Like, please, I know you don't need it, but come in and help me with this math. And they do the math, and then they also just shoot, right? Not all 4 people have to be in the video. So maybe some people are like really outgoing, have no problem being on video. They can be in it, and the other person can just be the person who's taking the video. Though I typically do hear when people say, well, that person just threw their name on my paper. They didn't do anything. You know, so make sure you contribute some way. So I made 2 due dates. This is number 3 for homework today. On November 29th, a paper is due with your names and the math problem worked out. I didn't used to do this, and people would make awesome videos, and the math would be wrong, and then they wouldn't get all the credit they wanted. So now I make you turn the math problem in so I can check it and approve it before you do the video. You can do any of this early, but November 29th at the latest. So that's after Thanksgiving, right? For the math problem, and then like 10 days later, the video is due. I put on here to post it on YouTube. It's really easy to make videos private on YouTube and just share with me. I said to post it on YouTube because if you use like an iPhone and I'm trying to open it on my school PC, like I don't want there to be any issues the way you email it or whatever. So this is just the most consistent way to make sure that I can answer it. If you want to try doing it a different way, it's fine. But if the link does not work, it will not get graded. So if it's the due date December 9th and I can't open it, I'm just not going to grade it. So make sure that you have it uploaded somewhere that's definitely going to work. So if you want to turn it in early and come in after school and say, Mrs. Baldwin, can you open our video? I'll do that. I only want like 1 group per section. I don't want like a million people doing a substitution problem and that's our only type of video. So make sure you sign up in the back of the room for what topic you want. And here's our rubric. Follow the rubric. If your math topic is original, completely explained, the work is shown visually, and is mathematically correct, you get your 60 points. If you have a storyline that holds your audience attention and it's well rehearsed, meaning you put some effort into it, that's 20 points. And it for a full more 20 points, it's over 2 minutes long, which usually is not an issue. Usually they're like 5 minutes. Who's got a question? Yeah. What chapter is graphing parabolas? So it shows them in I think 2 places you can do graphing with transformations. So like in vertex form, you could like I don't know, throw a frisbee and you could say, well, I'm gonna run 10 yards this way and throw it again. What would the graph be like? And then you do a horizontal translation of 10, and that's in chapter 1. But standard form is 2.1. Okay. So where do I come? In the back there, on that green paper.
We have to sign up for this?
Yeah. Only because I don't want a bunch of videos about the same thing. So I don't show your videos to other classes, but if you do allow me to, it's 5 points extra credit. So you have the potential of earning 105 out of 100, which can be a significant grade boost. Also, let's say you end up with a 79 for quarter 2 and you did not participate in the optional project and you email me, Mrs. Baldwin, do you boost my 79? I'd be like, oh, well, the optional project sure would have boosted that. Okay, so there's a reason I do this, and this is for your parents. When your parents email me, is there anything my kid can do? And I say, well, there's always Khan Academy, and there's always the optional project. So if you do not do Khan Academy and you do not do the optional project, I have done my job. I've offered you tons of alternate assessments to make sure you pass this class. If you choose not to do it, it's on you. Okay? All right, I'm going to check homework from Wednesday. So get all your homework from Wednesday.
Oh. 3:34.
Perfect.
I know, but I was just saying.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Indiscriminate and
Okay, well, now, factoring when it
that is too good. You should look it up for me. And how it's like, okay. That you're not cutting. It's me. I didn't even know we were leaving. I was like, both of you.
Ava, check homework. Where are you at? No. I got like a whiteboard I was doing.
Actually, Riley. I got Riley. Look at that. Riley. There is no 6, 7, and 8. I'll do it later.
Wednesday?
Yes, there was no 6, 7, and 8. It's not up there. Yeah. Yeah. You're wrong. 6, 7, and 8. 7, 8, 1. You literally. I feel like we should hang out. We should make the best we do. Honestly, without them, right? We don't accept it. Yes. Because, you know, we are.
No, there's only 4 of us.
I told him that.
We're doing our original 1.1. Yeah, man. Yeah. No. You can have just 2 people. She literally kicked us out. So we're going to figure out what it's like. Y'all can do it.
Test today.
Oh, wait, let me plug on the word.
Oh, yeah.
Now I circle if it wasn't for a
Right now. Thank you,
guys.
I don't know how to show them at all, I guess.
No.
Which the next one?
I was the one that was removed.
14?
Yeah. And we're all in the marching class, so we're making it.
That's so crazy that we all have stuff
With
together.
it. Yeah. It's the Kayla's and the Avens.
That's to make you really happy.
Yeah. I'm Kayla, I'm Ava, and I'm Kayla, and I'm Ava.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
We're doing it.
You're Ava and we're Kayla. I'm just I hope you guys get like 5 points in that. She's like, no, we're not doing that. No, we decided to succeed.
Yeah, we decided to succeed in our own group and create the best video.
Succeed from our group and succeed in our group. Good.
What are we supposed to be doing?
I think checking answers.
Apparently, I didn't do all of it.
Yeah, I wrote down random
I think, man.
Where's my work?
No.
Oh, what are we doing, Kayla?
We're checking the answers.
No, not that. The quicker.
You just call me dumb.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. What?
She's so pretty.
Big
Don't forget to.
Hey, here's the rest of the This is super blurry, I apologize, but 24.5 plus 10 is 8, and then the multiple choice, the matching DACB.
Oh, no way. I got it right.
I got it
I
right.
didn't get that.
What?
Number 8? Oh, those ones you didn't. You got the matching.
I forgot to do this. I swear.
Well, you guys are consistent with that. Yeah, neither one of you had 6 through 8 written
This
down.
table is just a whole mess.
Well, maybe she wrote it down, or you wrote it down, and my first like, hey, what's the homework? I was like, 20. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That means we still get 100, eh?
What? No.
Yeah.
He was just saying, yeah.
Does anyone have questions about long division? All right. So number 2 from Bowork was to write the definition of synthetic division. So I'm gonna head there now. Did you guys do number 2 from Bowork?
Yes.
About your one?
I did your
Light
light
paper
paper
ball.
bowl.
It's more than just a light paper ball. It was math. It had math in it.
All right, so synthetic division is a shortcut for dividing polynomials by binomials. So there is a shortcut to But there's some rules, like you can't do this for any long division problem. Very specifically, you can only do it if you're dividing by a binomial, a two-term problem. Like, so Bell work, I specifically picked this divisor. It's called a trinomial. It has 3 terms. So this must be done doing long division. The shortcut will only work for a short divisor. So here's what it looks like, and I'm going to walk you through lots of steps here. I have all these steps for you to look at, but the first thing I want to point out is in this synthetic division process, we don't write the x's, right? In this, we have all these x's filling up our work. In synthetic division, we just use the numbers, and the process can be done pretty quickly because of that. So here are the rules for synthetic division, and you can just read your book and look at how the book says it, or you can read these and write these. It's up to you how you want to learn. 334. Okay. So the divisor must be a linear binomial. That's the fancy way of saying our first rule. The unfancy way is to say that it has to be short, like x plus 2 or x minus 8. And that the x can only be first degree. So you cannot use this shortcut, synthetic division, if x was squared or to the 3rd power. The other rule is that you have to include zeros for missing exponents, just like long division. So those zeros are super important here. Unless you're trying to line them up without it. Or it's also really important here. Remember to put in zeros. So this is the process for synthetic division. Step 1. You set the divisor equal to 0 and solve. So here's what I mean. Like, say you're supposed to divide by x plus 2. You set that equal to 0, you subtract 2, and then it's this negative 2 that you actually work with. So the very first thing you do is take that little binomial and you solve it. Am I going too quickly?
Does it say x is first in orange?
Degree. Like, what I mean is x to the first, not x squared, not x third, anything like that. X to the first. Okay, so after you do step 1 and you solve, you write that answer outside of this division box. So the process is kind of inverse of long division. So you do this box, it's like an L-shaped box. Step 3, you write each coefficient of the dividend on top of the box. So what that would look like is I would look at the problem I'm dividing, and let's say it was 1x to the 3rd, I would put a 1. And then let's say it was minus 4x squared, I would put a minus 4 plus 5x plus 10. So you just put numbers in the top row, and I'm gonna do a more detailed example in a minute, just kind of showing you the visual. Step 4 is you bring down the first number, so you just bring it down, you just rewrite it, and then step 5, you multiply the outside number, and then you write that product in the box. So I brought down this one. I'm going to do 1 times -2, and I put a -2 in here. It'll look crazy at first, but you'll learn this more quickly than long division, most likely. Okay, so we multiply, we put the number here. Step 6 is to add. So I would now add down -4 minus 2, -6. And then after that, you just repeat that process till you get to the end. So the number at the end will be the remainder after you repeat the process. Anybody have a question about this 12 maybe? So I did -4 minus 2 and got -6. -6 times -2 is 12. And then I added 17 times -2 is -34. And then I added, and then it's done. That's the remainder.
So you solve for x before you start the division?
Right. Okay, so I'll write a problem on the board. Up here. I'm going to do an example, just one, and then I'll do your assignment with you to finish class up. I'm going to do one example first. I really like to start with. Alright, so that's the first one I'll do. And then I'll do your assignment. Alright, so write the problem down. Alright, so step 1 is to take this little guy and set it equal to 0 and solve for x. And that has to be a little guy there, or you can't even do the whole process. Like if you can't do that, then it means you gotta do long division. That's why we teach long division first. It's more universal. So we got a 2. The 2 is gonna be kind of like the star on the show. The 2 goes outside this L-shaped synthetic division box. And then the top row here, I fill in with coefficients. So, like the coefficient here is a 1. The coefficient of x squared is -3. The coefficient of x is -7. The coefficient here, well, that's a constant, so that's just 6. So these numbers fill in the top of the synthetic division. Yeah, you do. Well, got the zeros. Yeah. It's all about the zero. So I will just bring the 1 down here. I mean, everything that ends up down here, I'm going to multiply by that too. So 1 times 2 is 2. And then you add, which is weird because in long division we subtract. Okay, -1, and then I do it again, multiply by 2. Add. Multiply by 2. Add. That's a remainder. Well, I gotta write the answer still. So that's the end of the process. Here's the answer. So this was 1x to the third, -3x squared, 7x, and that's called a constant. So down here, the quotient is 1 degree lower. So this is 1x squared minus 1x, and -9 is the constant. So it's x squared minus x minus 9 plus a -12 over x minus 2.
That's a lot of work for someone that's
No, it's so much quicker than long division. So much quicker. Like I wrote so many extra things here, really. Yes.
So how do you get from like x, where the x squared is equal to -3 down to x?
You just take one exponent away. So that's x to the first, right?
So no matter like every time you just take one away.
Yeah, like these are just one exponent lower. Because we're dividing an x out. You can't see it because we didn't put x's here, but every exponent's lower there. Who else has a good question? Yes.
I think the first number doesn't get multiplied. Number outside. Like it's the only exception.
This one?
Yeah.
So I brought it down, but then I did multiply it here.
Oh, for the next time.
Yeah. It just is, it shifted one over. Similar to like on our long division bar, we end up typically writing our number like 1 over. It really is just like long division, just like inverted. All right, let's start your assignment. So you're on page 337. You're doing 9 through 15. Does anybody need to go back anywhere to take a picture or anything? You can go back to the slide. That's pretty much everything I have to do, so let me know if I went too quick. It's gone. You can do all of these long division to check if you want. Because you can do either way. So on the example, we multiplied by 2 every time. What number are we going to multiply every time here? 4. Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah.
So you're still getting the same like answer you get if you did long division? It's just an easier way.
29
You just can't do long division until you figure out.
Matt, come back.
You came up with a shortcut.
I did it. I did it. Baldwin.
Okay.